Alright guys, we're looking at Don't Stop Believing by Journey today. You're going to need a capo on fret 2, which is going to make the song much easier to play than without it. And it's a very simple song because it kind of just goes around the same sort of thing. We're going to look at the chords first. The 4 main chords are D major first. So pause the video if you need to practice this. And then we're going to go to A. I recommend using fingers 1, 2 and 3. I know in other videos I often use 2, 3 and 4. But for this song it is easier to use 1, 2 and 3. Okay, because then when we go to B minor, we can just move a few things around and we can get this nice sort of B minor 7 shape here. Okay, I tend to have the open E string because it makes it easier. Instead of having to play this bar chord, we can just play this open shape, which is more of a B minor 11, which works very nicely. Okay, then the 4th chord we're going to play G. You can do any variation you like of G. You can do one with the 1st finger down, one with the 3rd finger off. Honestly, any variation is going to work just fine. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. Now the rhythm is pretty much just going to drive through the same thing for the whole song. It's just mainly downstrokes, okay? And we're going to do them on the 8th note. So we'll do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on, right? For the beginning of the song, to try and replicate that piano sound, blangum, 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 you can try and strum on the higher sounding strings and then the lower sounding strings, and you alternate. So you go blom, 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 blom. You see, so I go down here and up here, like this. If I go really slowly, right, so down here, then up here. Right, so you can do that for the intro. If you're a beginner, don't worry too much about that, just do downstrokes, that's fine. Okay, but to get that effect, that's what we do. And you can count if that helps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the second time, we're going to have a different chord after A. We're going to go to F sharp minor. Now I like to play this version because it's very easy to play instead of having to play this difficult bar chord, which if you want to you can play. I really like this sounding shape, especially because we can change from A. We just move the 1 finger up, finger 1 moves up, and we get this lovely version of F sharp minor 7 here with some extensions on top. And then for G we just kind of slide the 3rd finger over and we're there. So it's quite easy to change to G as well with a little bit of practice. Okay, so that's the chord progression and that kind of intro rhythm all together. Alright, so D, A, B minor, G, and then D, A, F sharp minor 7 to G. And it just goes round and round like that for pretty much the whole song, okay? When we get to the pre-chorus, that's pretty much the only time where it's going to change. So let's look at the pre-chorus. So that's where it goes to up and down the boulevard in shadows, searching. So here we have the G chord for 2 bars and then D major for 2 bars. So if you want to keep it really simple, just play G and then D. Really simple. But if you want to get that dun 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 dun, you can have that. It's all happening on the B string. You can fit that into the chords, which is really cool. So for G, we're gonna have our main G chord shape, right? But take the third finger away, take that B string note away, because we're gonna add the first finger to B2 here. Second fret from the capo, 1, 2 away from the capo. Right? So then add your bass note, add your top note with the pinky. And once you add that first finger, we get this chord, right? So now we can have the movement. See how I took the first finger off there? On, off, on, and then I bring the third finger back into the third fret. So that's how we get that melody. Dun, 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 right? Dun, dun. Now with the strumming, you hear that, now we've got the movement in there. On the D chord. For the D chord, it goes dun, 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 right? Dun, 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 dun. So it's a much simpler movement, fret 2 to fret 3. So what we can do is D major 7 to begin with, and then we just add either the middle finger or the third finger to create our regular D chord. Alright, so if we do the same thing there, in terms of the rhythm for this section, you can just do constant downstrokes, all of the strings, so we're not doing the high, low, high, low, high, low, like we had in the first verse, alright? Just consistent downstrokes, really simple. But what you can do is you can emphasize the melody, dun, 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 dun. So everything is just regular, but you play a bit louder, a bit more aggressively on those notes. So if you listen. So in between it's just really quiet, alright? Now at the end of this pre-chorus, we have the in the night. So for that part, we're going to play A to D, then A, D, G, A, D, A, D, G, and A, D, A, D, G. That second D is really short, so don't be afraid to just do a few strings, maybe just the middle two, D and the G string, right? That's fine. Then it makes it easier to change. And then we're back into our rhythm. The last thing I want to suggest for this first pre-chorus is that you do a palm mute effect. So you get the palm of your hand and you mute the strings a little bit. So have them just resting on the strings, and then you're going to have to play a bit more forcefully when you do that. But now you can get this sound. Okay, so that's everything. The play along's coming up now, so you can play along with me and the music, and you'll have all the chords and the rhythms up to kind of guide you through. All right, so take your time with it. Pause the video whenever you struggle with a particular section and practice it slowly. Okay, that's how you're going to get better at this. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this lesson helpful in any way, please give a like, thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe so you know when new videos are coming out. Good luck with the play along. I'll see you in the next lesson.
1, 2, 3, 4.